Hello friends, my name is Abhishek Lingwal and I will be presenting you our first milestone for CSC591 DevOps project. So in this project we have created a build server which basically builds any push which is made to the GitHub. So as soon as you push a particular code to a particular branch in the GitHub will basically notify the Jenkins to start the build, and the Jenkins will start the build, do the build, and give the build result back us in some SMS or email notification. In this project we have set up the email notification. So first I'll show you the Jenkins dashboard. This Jenkins is running on an Amazon AWS EC2 instance which is running Ubuntu as an operating system. I have installed Jenkins over there and the Jenkins is running on port 8081. So in the Jenkins I have configured two jobs. So in Jenkins basically you can configure as many job you want. So over here I have configured two jobs because my GitHub repo has two branches, the master branch and the other branch which is named as B1. So both the jobs will build a specific branch. So I will just show you the job configuration. So I'll click on one of the job and I will go to configure. So over here you can see that I have configured this job to build my this git repo. This is my credential and to build the specific master branch. Also I have added here this API token, which is just like when you call a REST API to build REST API to Jenkins to build the project, we can just need to pass this token. Over here I have just given the build command, that is like clean package. So this will basically clean the project, that is delete all the build products such as .class file etc. and recompile the project again. I have also set up the email notification for the following recipient, and the rest of the details are kept as default. So this is my one job configuration. Similarly, the job B1 is configured to build the branch B1 whenever a push is made to branch B1. So now we will just look about the set of features which is needed for this build server. So over here, first thing is like we need the ability to trigger a build in response to a git commit. So for this I have added a git webhook to my GitHub repo, which basically is a plugin which helps you, like as soon as you make some changes to your repo, it will send a notification to a Jenkins and using that the Jenkins will know that when to build this project. So over here I'll just show you how I've configured that. So going in settings, I'll go in hooks and services, and over here you can see that I have already installed a plugin called as Jenkins GitHub plugin. So this plugin basically will take the in my Jenkins dashboard I have also installed the GitHub plugin. So it will take that URL of the through which it can communicate to the Jenkins about this activity in the GitHub repo. So it's opening, it's taking time, but it's opening. So till the time I'll just show you that using this I have achieved my first feature, that is ability to build in response to a git commit. The second one is like the ability to execute build script or build manager which ensures clean build each time. So for that, as you have seen in my dashboard, for this particular job I have mentioned in the configure I have mentioned that how it should build my project for every push. So over here I have just written like clean package. So using that I have achieved the ability to for my job to basically build and ensure a clean build each time. Then I'll just show you one flow like how this works out. So I will be opening my git repo, and over here I'll go to my git repo folder. Oops, I am already in my git repo folder. So what I will do is like I will change one of the source code file. So I will go in main. So going to my git repo, I will just change one of the source code file. I'm .java. what I will do is like change some string text file to something like, I'll remove two exclamations, save it. I will also check that which is my current branch on which I'm pushing the changes. So it's branch B1. So I will just add some changes to this branch, do a git add, then do git status to check that whether that file change has been tracked or not, and then I will do a git commit. I'll just pass the message that push 1. So I just committed it, and I will push the changes to the git push origin space B1. So it says nothing to push. Oh, I fired the commit command. I will do git push origin B1. So it will ask for my credential detail. I'll just pass the credential details, and I can see that it's pushing the data to the repo. I can confirm it from here. I'll go to my repo, and over here I will just move to my branch where I push the data. So over here you can see that it's changed a minute ago, the src file, the source code file which I have changed. So as soon as I've pushed this, I should able to see in the Jenkins that it got some it should have received some notification to build. So I will go to the branch B1 on which I made the changes. Now where you can see that it got the last build request 22 seconds ago, which like the time when I pushed the code. I can check the build result over here by clicking on the particular build number and doing a console output. So over here you can see that the build was successful, and the notification sending was also successful. So in this way, like I have just configured my Jenkins server to build whenever a code is pushed to the Git. So this can be used in various scenarios, like developers are working on a particular repo, in a repo on different branches, and whenever each one pushes their code, so whenever the code is pushed, they can just validate it, like by pushing their code, they do not break the build. If they break the build, they can get some notification back, and so that they are aware that what is the current state of the repo. So the next ability which was needed was like the ability to determine failure or success of the build job. So that I can just go to the dashboard and check the build state, and also I can send a external trigger event over here. So in this case, I have just sent an email. So I can just see in my email that I got a mail from DevOps project saying that the build number 7 was successful, and the URL where I can see the details about the job. So as you can see, this was build number 7, and I got the proper result as successful. So next is the ability to have multiple jobs corresponding to multiple branches. So over here, as you can see, I have two branches, B1 and master. So over here, if I am pushing code to branch B1, then the branch B1 should be built and not the branch master, vice versa. So when I am pushing code to branch master, the master should be built and not the B1. So I can just show you that demo by switching the branches. So I do a git checkout master. So it will show me that the branches has been switched. Now what I will do is like I will try to do some changes in this branch. So I'll just change the source code file as I've done in branch B1. So I'll do some changes like add some one exclamation and a semicolon. So I have added this. I will do a git add, I will do a git commit build to any dummy name, and then I will do a git push origin master, since it's the master branch. It will again ask for me for the credential. I pass the credential. I pass my credential, and I can see it push the code. So it rejected because the repo was changed and I didn't do a git fetch. So I did a git fetch in order to update my repo because my repo was changed online. So I did a git fetch. Now I'll do a same procedure again, git add, git commit with the message build 2. So it was already added, committed, so I'll just do a git push origin master. I'll enter my credentials. Oh, I entered my credential wrong. I'll enter it again. So I did a git pull over here. My push was getting failed because my head was not pointing to the updated branch. So I did a git pull, and now I'll do I changed my file. I will do git add again. Git add, git commit build 2, and what I'll do, I'll git push origin master, my master branch. So it pushed my code onto the master branch, and I can verify it from here. So as soon as I refresh my repo, and I can see that my last post was like 25 seconds ago. And since I pushed to my master in the master, I should be able to see in my Jenkins that DevOps build is triggered and it's building. I will go to the console output, and I can see that the build was successful. Email sent success, build was success. So, and I should have received a notification for this particular build also, that is build number 40. So I can see that build number 40, the build was, it shows the status fixed because it failed in the last build. So now it got successful, that's why it showed the status fixed. Now I'll show you that what happens if my build fails. So I'll try to introduce some error. I'll just remove semicolon. So now if I try to push this code, I should be able to detect that error via email notification and in the Jenkins too. So I'll do a git commit build failure, I'll just add the -m flag, and I'll try to push this code. I will enter my credentials. So my push is successful. You can verify this from this GitHub page also. So my push was like 20 seconds ago, and in the Jenkins I should be able to see my current build happening, and you can see the build number 41, the new build has been triggered and it's still running. It should fail ideally because I have introduced a new error as shown you by removing the semicolon. So you can see that it shows that there's a semicolon expected and it didn't got it, so the build failed. So I was able to see the Jenkins dashboard and detect it, and I can confirm the same from my email also. So if I refresh my page and I see that the build number 41 failure happened, and it showed me the URL from where the in order to get the detail about the failure. So I have the ability to like run multiple jobs corresponding to multiple branches. So over here, since I have run in branch master, I can see that my the job which is configured for master branch is only building the code, and the job B1 which was for branch B1 did nothing. So the last build was like 10 minutes ago. So the project B1 didn't trigger the build, but the project for which the branch master was configured. So I had that ability to like build a specific branch using different jobs in the Jenkins. and now I should be able to have the ability to track and display the history of the past build. So I can do that by going to the Jenkins dashboard, and I can just basically have a list of branches for which the build is configured. So if I go to master branch, I can just see that my build history is over here. I have the history of the previous build which I have done, and I want to view the details about a particular build. I can just go to that particular build, click on that particular build, and go to console output. So I can just view like my past build, what happened, what was the output, it failed, then why it failed, everything. So using Jenkins, I can basically track my build history and automate my build trigger for any particular event in the GitHub. So using Jenkins as an automation tool and Maven as a build tool, we have configured a build server which is capable of triggering a build and giving the report back to the user in the form of email. So this is what we have done for our first milestone. Thank you.